Creating a new car is every time a highly emotional experience. With BMW Design, we strive to design a new car from our vision, from our perspective, and make sure that this is exactly the way we see a BMW for the future. We want to make sure that the vision that the customer at the end of the day sees is exactly what we intended it to be. That's why the process of creating a car design is highly personal and very emotional.
So doing a concept car for a design team is always a big challenge, also a big motivation. We have a short time to make the car, but we know we have to make it in a very perfect way. We have a small team, we have a lot of coordination within the people, and getting together makes a big difference in such a short time process.
When we design a car, we start by drawing the car. We want to make sure that the first vision that we have of the car is translated onto paper, with basically the movement of the pencil. The movement of the hand describes the line, and we make sure then that exactly what we have as a vision is translated into 2 dimensions. These 2 dimensions are drawings. When we design a car, we focus on very high quality aesthetics. We make sure that the way we draw cars, it's also one-to-one the way the line works work on the car. The line work of a BMW can always be described in the true side view. In a true side view, you can control every line of the car and make sure that the 3 dimensions that these lines create are also controlled.
The first contact that the designer has with the project is a piece of paper and a pencil. The later process will be done in digital world, but the spontaneity of a drawing, which is done in reality with a real pencil and real paper, shows exactly the emotion and the spontaneity of this concept. Every line, every emotional line, every movement that the whole interior has will be described in from lines, and those lines will basically be an information for the modelers to build this model. Interior design is not only the sculptural part of it, but also how materials and how those materials are reacting with the people sitting into the car. That's the reason why the material process and design research process already starts exactly at the same time as the designer starts sketching on a piece of paper. The emotions we have on the sketch, those emotions have to come also through the material quality we have, the craftsmanship, and all the details that this interior has.
When we work with car design, we work with clay. We make sure that the material that we use is a material that we can work with, meaning when we have a 3-dimensional surface in clay, we can add material and we can take material away, making sure that every line is exactly where we want it to be. We strive for perfection in surfacing, and we make use of the computer technology to verify that every curvature is perfect.
The fascination that the designer put into his design basically comes to a point when this model is developing in clay and also crafted by hand in a clay model. Craftsmanship has a lot to do for us, and a clay model is exactly the right tool to bring perfection into our designs. BMW design has a lot to do with form developments, and for interior design especially, it's always for us extremely important to develop all the surfaces we have, all the line movements we have in the whole interior in 3D, and especially in a clay model.
We use silver foil then applied on top of the clay surface to verify how this surface then looks as if it were painted. The silver material helps us describe how a surface changes from light to shadow.
To enhance the perfectness of the interiors we are doing, we pay a lot of attention choosing the right materials, also putting them in the right place. The material decision is done also within the time where the clay model is developed, and we pay attention to that the best materials or the best place are coming together. It's extremely important that they match between each other.
When we design a concept vehicle, it's a highly emotional process. What's wonderful about it is that we get to see the car very quickly. Normally when we design a car, it takes many years to develop a car. But with a concept vehicle, we, within a very short amount of time, get to see the exterior together with the interior.
All our designers at BMW, they are led by passion. They love cars, and exactly this passion brings them the right creativity to bring the fantastic products we have on the roads.